We all have a blueprint how we want to live our lives. We write a script for ourselves, and this includes our dream wives, our dream husbands, our dream jobs, our dream homes, in everything that there is that we want to achieve in our life. But the downturn to that is when things start to go south, when things start to go against the way we've written on the script, we start to get frustrated, we start to get angry, we grumble, and some of us go as far as doing stuff that could make them come through, but it isn't the way to go. We all get to that point in life where it seems like life is falling apart. We might fall sick, we lose our jobs, we may lose a loved one to death, and relationships can hurt, relationships can end. But the question is, will you still serve the Lord when life is falling apart? I want to tell you a story in the Bible of someone who went through a lot of terrible times, and he went to God and he told it to God as it is. He didn't sugarcoat it. He made sure he said it and told God how it hurt and how much it hurts. And I'm going to read from the book of Lamentation, chapter 3, verses 1 to 24, as the story of Prophet Jeremiah. And it says, I am the man who has seen affliction by the rod of the Lord's wrath. This is Jeremiah talking to the Lord. He has driven me away and made me walk in darkness rather than light. Indeed, he has turned his hands against me again and again all day long. He has made my skin and my flesh grow old and has broken my bones. He has besieged me and surrounded me with bitterness and hardship. He has made me dwell in darkness like those long dead. He has walled me in so I cannot escape. He has weighed me down with chains. Even when I call out or cry for help to the Lord, he shuts out my prayers. This is Jeremiah telling us how he felt and how bad it was. He has bared my ways with blocks of stones. He has made my path crooked. Like a bear lying in wait, like a lion in hiding, he dragged me from the path and mangled me and left me without help. He drew his bow and made me the target for his arrows. This is Jeremiah still talking and telling God he is not happy with what is going on. He pierced my heart with arrows from his quiver. I became the laughingstock of my people. They mock me in song all day long. He has filled me with bitterness. He has filled me with bitter herbs and given me gall to drink. He has broken my teeth with gravel. He has trampled me in the dust. I have been deprived of peace. I have forgotten what prosperity is. I mean, how bad can it be? How worse can it be than the case of Jeremiah? So I say, my splendor is gone, and all that I had hoped for from the Lord. I remember my affliction and my wandering, the bitterness and the gall. I well remember them, and my soul is downcast within me. But here is the beautiful part of it. Jeremiah said, yet this I recall to mind, and therefore I have hoped. He means hope returns to him. Because of the Lord's great love, we are not consumed, for his compassion never fails. They are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness. Now he's talking to the same God he's spilling his guts to. He's telling God now that this I recall to my heart, that your compassion fail not. Your mercies are new every morning. Your greatness is good. And I say to myself, The Lord is my portion. Therefore, I will wait. I want to tell you today that when you get to that point of your life where it seems like things are falling apart, I want you to go to God and I want you to tell it to God as it is. Don't sugarcoat it. Don't hide it, because it doesn't matter what you feel inside. It doesn't matter how much you try to hide it. God sees it. God hears you. Even the faintest cry, God hears it. You need to tell God how much it hurts and where it hurts you. You need to tell God where that shoe hurts you. Only God can fix that situation. Only God can fix that brokenness. Only God can fix that hurt. Only God can feel that emptiness you feel. That person that has hurt you, that person that has betrayed you, that pain you feel, that thing you think you can never let go of, I need you to bring it to the Master's feet. If you can't talk about it, mumble about it. Don't grumble. Tell God how it feels. Even if you can't mumble, just move your lips. He understands. You don't need to speak. He knows you. He knows you. Before He formed you in your mother's womb, He knew you. God knows the end from the beginning. Now, most of the time, God shows us our sweet ending. He shows us how our life is going to end, but what He never shows us is the middle and how we are going to go through it to get to the end. But at the end of the day, you will come out polished. The situations of life is just like a sandpaper and a wood. The sandpaper scratches the wood, it keeps scratching the wood. But remember what happens. The more the sandpaper scratches the wood, the more the sandpaper wears out and the more the wood gets polished. At the end of the day, the wood comes out so beautiful and you wonder, is it the wood that was being polished, that was being scratched? That is how life situation is to you. Don't go about looking for things to sort it out for yourself. Don't go about looking for ways to fast track your answers. Don't go about looking for diabolical ways to do it for yourself. Only Jesus can fix it. I got to a point in my life that things were so bad. Things went so bad that I asked myself and I asked God. I went on my knees and I asked God, why do I exist? Why am I living? Please take my life. I cried, I wailed. I was there for hours, I cried. I cried to the point that I was still crying, but tears was not falling off my eyes. I told God, please, I don't want to see the break of dawn. I don't even want to see my kids when I wake up in the morning. Please take my life. But you know the beauty in all of this. The Holy Spirit told me, I will restore you. Let me restore you. Now, God is not afraid of what you have to tell Him. God is not afraid of hearing your pains. God is not afraid of you pouring your heart, your bitterness to Him. He is there to fix it. And He is the only one you can pour that bitterness to. God allowed that passage of the Bible. God allowed the book of Lamentation in the Bible so you know that He's not afraid of your pain. He's not afraid of hearing what you have to tell Him. But don't stay in there for too long. The difference between those who give up and the difference between those who couldn't make it is that they gave up, they complained, they grumbled, they told God as it is, but they refused to get up from that pain. They refused to get up from that depression. That is the difference between you who hope in God and you who wait on God and those who tell it as it is and they stay in there in that depression. Let go of that emotions. Let go of that pain. Let God fix it for you.